Fog Entertainment back again with another video, and we're looking at the Mayans MC Season 5, and we're looking at the possible return of Tully, of course, played by Marilyn Manson, made a debut in episode 1 of Season 7 of Sons of Anarchy, Black Widower. And you know what? He was the lead of the Aryan Brotherhood, and I think very underrated. I don't think a lot of people really rate the guy, if I'm being honest, because I feel like in terms of season 7, they didn't really bring anyone else in for that season. You could really say like was stand out. Of course, it is the final season, so you're going to have the cast from the start of the show that are going to be the bigger deal in the final season. But I feel like in terms of people who got introduced in the final season, I've said final season quite a lot, so I'm going to stop saying it. He was the best, and I feel like Marilyn Manson. I don't know what else he's acted in, but I feel like he did a very good job and a very good way of portraying the leader of an Aryan Brotherhood, like a very like weird but psychological sort of character. And I enjoyed them. And personally, I feel like in Mayans, of course we know it's set in the same universe, and there has been nods, loads of nods that it's in the same universe and it's got ties and stuff. But I feel like we could do more than Santa Padre having to mention Jax Teller's name every 3 seconds. I think there was a period in like season 2 when Canche and you've got Bishop and you've just other people like that's what Jax Teller would have wanted. Like, yes, right, we get it, right. I love Jax Teller. See, hearing his name kind of gives you goosebumps, but we don't need to do it every 3 seconds. And I feel like there's other ways of showing that we're in the same universe. Like in Better Call Saul, right? See, when they said Heisenberg or Walter White, it felt fucking epic, especially in the final season, because that's like the only time they would have ever used it, right? It did feel like a big deal because it's like, it's the main man. They're mentioning his name. How great's that? That is how you know a character's brilliant, when even the simple mention of a name is perfect. But I think in Mayans, there just was a period where it was like every other fucking sentence finished with Jax Teller. And I felt like, yeah. So I think the nods to Sons can be done this way, but also with the likes of Creeper probably going to jail. Well, I say probably. I mean, we kind of just made a vid the other day about how he is going to jail, and I don't see any way for him out of jail. I just feel like it would be good to get reintroduced to Tully. And, you've already got an established character, an actor that is an actor, a musician that's known, but then again, he did have a case against him, which I haven't really looked into. I'm pretty sure it got dropped, but if it didn't, then it probably rules this video out. Well, this theory out. But personally, I'd love to see him back. Would it not be fitting? He was in the final seasons of Sons. Why not be in the final season of the Mayans? And I feel like this could be very easily incorporated when we see Creeper in jail. And I have said that I think the Mayans kind of does lack that jail episode. Like in season 4, we did get the flashbacks with Easy in jail and how he met, what's his name, TJ or whatever his name was. And of course, like in season 1, you did get like when Easy and Angel got locked up, but it wasn't like proper jail, man. They were just in a holding cell. They weren't actually in a courtyard. They weren't in a state facility. And I feel like that's what season 5 could potentially have. And besides, look at the crimes. Look at the crimes that they've did, man. They went into a hospital in an attempt to kill Packer, and you'd think there'd be cameras everywhere, but it's alright. I mean, it's like, at least if they did it with masks, like, you could half accept it. But I mean, the masks are off on the way out, man. And like Gabby, it's so funny, like Gabby sees Easy and it's like, well, that's the only big deal, we have to kill Gabby, she's the only one that knew them. Like, come on, man, they've criminal records, for fuck's sake. How at the end of the day would they not know? And it's not even like they spun it in a way where like they're kind of like still pally or Potter owes them one, because of course that's not the case. So yeah, I find stuff like that a wee bit ridiculous, but I'd love to see Tully back, guys, and I want you guys to leave your thoughts down below. I mean, I think you could just easily have him with Creeper. You could see him in the background, or I don't know, Creeper. I don't know where you get a scenario where Creeper has to do something for Tully to stay alive. I mean, I guess you could. It wouldn't be the first interracial relationship to happen in jail, would it? Of course, I know in prison you more or less stick to your colour, unless it's like Sam Crow in episode 7 of season 2, where it's like, black man in the big house and black helping white in the little house. That wee line I thought was epic. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. Will Tully make an appearance in the Mayan season 5? It's a long shot. I think there still is more chance of like Chibs returning, even though Tommy Flanagan's kind of cut his ties, so to speak, with the show. But I want it. You want it. We all want it. Let's go, guys. Come on.